Hey Kyle, this is Rebecca Lane, your public speaking instructor, and I wanted to give you a little bit of feedback on your video. Right now I am trying to play it, so let's see if I just refresh here. Here we go. Okay, so first off, really great start. I love how you've chosen this really large image. I like how you've chosen this really interesting font. You've chosen two font colors, and you've chosen them immediately. So that's really working for you. You've set up a pattern. So let's see if you continue this pattern that you have established. Also, I love that you have cited your image right down here. Nice work.
My name is Kyle Olin, and this is my visual introduction presentation for public speaking online, December 2013. My presentation is about my favorite and only emulator, a video game called Chivalry Medieval Warfare, developed by Torn Banner.
Alright, so the very first thing that I want to call your attention to is, if you watch that speech directions video, you'll see this introduction. It takes you to this outline, you look at the introduction, and if you look at the reading from week 1 and week 2, that we are looking for you to have an introduction that includes an attention getter, an open with impact. And so you started with your name and your title, and that's not quite the same as giving us an attention getter. So focus on doing that with your industry professional speech.
An independent studio located in Toronto, Canada. Chivalry Medieval Warfare.
Although I do like how you established how you were spending your time. So that's a nice thing, spending personal relevance and credibility. So that's good.
A first-person slasher. So instead of guns and grenades, players are given medieval armaments, the vast majority being melee range only. Each of these weapons has 3 swing types. Your primary
So make sure that you give us a preview statement at the beginning. So we really are looking to follow that introduction and body and conclusion structure. So tell us what you're going to tell us, and then tell us what you've told us. And what that means is you've got a preview statement in your introduction. You'll have 2 to 5 main points in the body of your speech. You'll have a conclusion. These are the kind of things that you really want to make sure you've got already. Okay, let's play a little bit more. I like how you are starting to include shapes in here. Consider making them a little bit more transparent. Adjust the opacity, and that might help you make this look a little bit more intentional and a little less like just a black box.
swing is a horizontal slash. With moderate damage and reach, it's great for clipping multiple enemies in a wide arc and is easy to land, but just as easy to defend against. Your secondary swing is an overhand chop. Devastating damage and short reach.
Okay, again, really beautiful images, nice use of negative space. Can you play with the font size even more? I think you'll get a little bit more out of this.
It's great for delivering the final blow up close and personal.
Oh, also nice job reinforcing the words that you're saying and showing me an image of what that might look like. Good work.
Is what this game is all about. Your tertiary swing is a thrust. With lighter damage than the other 2 swings, but greater range, the thrust is...
So one of the things that's happening is you're listing a lot of components, but I missed the why at the beginning. So one of the things that you need to do for us with the next speeches that you give is you really need to make sure that you are giving us a strong why statement.
swing you can use to keep an enemy at range before moving in with a sneaky overhand. The perfect parry is a mechanic that should be learned.
And you see how this is kind of turning into a list? So when we start listing things, it starts to feel like a lot of facts. So is there a game that you won in particular by using a perfect parry? Can you tell me about the first time you tried to use a tertiary swing thrust movement? Did you screw it up? Was it awesome? Did you win? Did the other person not know what they were doing? So try to weave in personal stories with these lists, and that's going to get you a little bit farther. So let's see what you've got a little bit further on.
Learning to accurately read feints is very, very important. Feinting is essentially faking a swing to confuse your opponent and draw a preemptive air, taking another swing before your opponent is able to parry again. Your shield is a weapon. Hiding behind shields is costly in terms of stamina, but also leaves you quite vulnerable as you cannot see much.
So one of the things that's happening with your voice, do you hear how you've created a pattern? You're not quite monotone, but you've got the same pattern that happens over every single sentence. So you want to make sure that you really make it feel like you're speaking to us, and you want to make it feel spontaneous. And I know that this feels, I'm sure you're rolling your eyes at me right now, but really try to add in breath, Relax, maybe add another person on the other side so that you can watch their eyeballs and their faces and respond in time. Those are the things that make it feel on purpose and spontaneous and natural. Um, and they're just going to make you more charismatic and personable. Those are the things we're going for, Kyle. So let's play just a touch more, and then I'm going to wrap
So
this up.
accelerate or decelerate your swing by either turning into its path or by turning against its path. This can draw badly timed parries.
Okay, so one more thing. Beautiful, beautiful images. I'm not seeing the citation on this one. That's a problem. But you do have your source citations down here at the end, and that's good. Very nice. Focus. Try to play with your text even more. So take a look at this. You see how these guys played with font size. So you've got small font, large font, big font, and they're focusing on the key words that they want to emphasize. So we've got emphasis with different color and different size. You're already emphasizing with color. I'd like you to emphasize with size. Also, some of these can be even bigger, and you can play with making the text feel intentional by making it larger. All right, Cal, let me know if you have questions. I'm looking forward to your industry professional speech, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.